What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 10K on the Bay. I'm joining you from the car today. I'm going to be giving you guys, or we're going to be giving you guys the topic of how to set realistic listing goals each week. Sorry, I just had to mute myself. So today's topic is how to set realistic weekly goals. And this is a very controversial topic because your listing goals can be based on a few different things. They could be based on number of listings each week. They could be based on the amount of profit you list every week. And they could be the amount of total revenue listed. So for example, as an example, let's say you had a goal of listing $20,000 worth of stuff and you were at $5,000 worth of stuff and you want to list an extra $1,000 worth of stuff a week. That may be realistic for you because you only sell high, and let's say you only sell $100 plus items. So you can get 10 of those up because you're a single parent and you only have 5 hours a week and you only get stuff off of Craigslist, like super high end stuff. Or you could be a bin shopper and you have an average sale price of, 20, $30 or $15 and you want to list 200 items for 3,000 listed a week. It all depends on your personal preference. But today we're going to go over some of our goals in the group and let people know how to realistically set goals, because a lot of people, I think, set themselves up for failure by having goals that are way too high or way too low and not challenging themselves. So why don't we start with Gwen? Why don't you tell us what your goals are on a weekly basis? Do you even have goals? How do you want to set that up?
Okay, yes, I have goals, Chris. Thanks. Right now, my goals are actually really large because I have all the items that I thrifted while I was on a 3-week tour of the United States. So I have I haven't even counted them. I'm going to guess I have 800 plus items. So my goal is going to be 350 for the week, which is about 50 a day, which is what I've been doing for the past 3 days. So it's manageable. Can totally get it done. And if I can get more than that done, that would be awesome because I want to get it all listed before Black Friday.
Did you say 50 a day?
Yep.
That's hardcore. Do you
Yeah.
do you have any help?
Well, the past few days I haven't because my boyfriend, who's normally my photographer, was off. So he's been doing other things that he needed to get done. So I had to shoot, measure, and list 50 items, which took the entire day.
Wow.
But normally it doesn't take me that long to list the 50. It's if he shoots them, I can just start drafting really quickly.
So do you have enough stuff? Does that include shopping? Could you also shop for 50 items?
I don't need to shop for anything for quite a while. I have a shopping problem, as you can probably see the hoarding situation behind me on the table. That's just the hard good table and this pile of shoes from Nordstrom Rack that I wasn't supposed to go to already. But I have probably, I'm guessing it's like 800 plus items already that I have to list.
So do you have a minimum profit per item?
Um, I like to stick to around 15. I started around 10 and I realized that that's just like way too much work. So I'm trying to up my ASP, and most of the items I got are going to net me about 15 because most of it's bins items. So if I spend $1 and I sell it around 20 after fees and everything, it's usually around $15.
Okay. So do you want to have that 50 listing goal for the whole week, like literally 350 a week?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to point this out that if you had done it profit wise, that would be like a $3,500 profit a week goal, which is super sexy. That's like over a 6-figure income, and that's amazing. That you can set a goal that to basically, net 6 figures selling junk. It's just amazing that we can all do that. I'm just so amazed at all the possibilities that we have. So I'm just super excited. That's an awesome, awesome goal. And
Only Gwen goes to the gas station and ends up with 4 mid-century chairs worth $1,000.
that's right. If you find those minutes, well, I mean, that's part of her route, the gas station.
I literally, because I go to this gas station across the street every day, and the guy just had them in his truck, and you can read more about it on my Instagram. But I was like, oh my God, I know what those are. And the guy had no idea. He was going to take him to the dump. So I snatched them and threw them in my car. Today I took hardware off of some like estate sale bathroom that they were going to demo. So I'm like, there's always an opportunity to get something. But I shouldn't have even been at the estate sale, honestly.
No problem. Let's go to Noelle. Noelle, talk to us about your weekly. How many listings do you want to get up? Are you full time? Give us an idea of how many thingies do you try to get on the internet each week?
Thingy. Well, I want to be Gwen, but I'm not. So Matt used to work with me, my husband, and he just started working again. And I have realized that I'm kind of slow now that he's gone. But my goal is 30 a day, which is what I would. Helene's looking like maybe not, girl.
What a slacker. Do you have kids or something?
Let's blame the children,
I'm
please.
just kidding.
Yes.
You
I do
were
wanna blame
powering
the
out
children.
50 to 100 a day.
I know, but that was with Matt.
That was all Matt.
Apparently it was, because now that he's gone, I'm like, oh, I think I got 20 today. So I think 30 is realistic, unfortunately, but I want to be Gwen.
Okay, so do you have a minimum profit goal per item?
Yes. At least 20, like clearing at least 20 per item is my new thing.
Okay, so 200 items a week, which is around 30 a day, times 20 is $4,000 a week in profit.
I would take that.
That's just as sexy as Gwen's
Oh
goal.
God, thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
It's a little bit of a different goal because it requires a different level of sourcing. It'd be very challenging to get $220 items at the bins. In my opinion, $20 net, that's like 30 shipped. It would be, I don't know. I mean, I don't shop at the bins, but I don't know if it's possible to get to that level.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Gwen, do you want to chime in? How hard would it be to find $230 items at the bins?
Depends which bins you're at, because Tucson bins, nope, $10, $15, maybe that one helmet laying vest that got away. But that thing will haunt me till I die. But you know, here there's not that kind of items, but in Denver, oh yeah, I could see that as totally doable, because I got almost all of my stuff came from Denver, and it's all about $20, $25.
Nice. Helmet laying is trash here in the Bay Area. I just throw that away.
Oh my God.
If it's vintage 90s, don't you dare.
We learned that.
I won't do that. Well, let's go to Joel. Joel, why don't you talk to us about your crazy life and how many listings you can realistically get up each week?
So my life is crazy. I have 3 kids, 10, 12, and 3. My husband was a pilot, travels like 4 days a week, and I have a dog. And so I do all of the things basically during the week, all the parenting, all the housework, laundry for 5, I have to feed them 3 times a day. But even then, my goal is $25, $50 items a day. I have about 800.
Well, you said $50, $25 items?
No, I said $25, $50 items
$25, $50 a week?
a day.
Oh, a day. Holy crap.
I probably have like 800 items to list.
So are you saying $50 gross?
No.
$50 net? That's like hustle.
I'm sorry, $50 gross. I'm sorry, $50
so
gross.
on the $50, how much profit do you want to make?
If the item is $50, then the most I've spent on it is 20.
Okay, that's fair. So,
but if the item is like $100, still the most I've spent on it is probably 30.
Okay, so that's like 150 to 200 items a week at $25 profit. I'm sorry, $20 profit. Or actually, what do you think's realistic? $15 profit?
No, it's more than that.
So, okay, let's just say 20.
Because only let's say half of those items that I'm listing that high are retail arbitrage. The rest are thrifted or from the bins or from estate sales or thrift stores.
Well, I just want to point out that this is all sort of adding up to the same, because we do 150 $20 items. That's like $3,000 a week profit that you're listing. And of course, I think people really need to realize not 100% of the stuff that you list sells. Okay, so your
Correct.
account, some stuff may never sell. Like when I started following Prof Sales and he had a 5,000 gene challenge, he still hasn't sold gene pair number 1. That pair still has lasted. He sold tons of the other ones. It's just funny that some items will never sell ever. I mean,
Or they might. It took me 7 years to sell a ceramic basket, but I did it.
amazing. Did you give the person a hug? Virtual hug.
Yes, I did. I sent them a nice little note.
That's amazing. So that's cool. I think this is all based
But
on
this
time.
also, let me preface this with I'm changing my model. Like this is new for me. Like I'm raising my ASP so that I can list less, because doing all of the things that I have to do during the day, it's not realistic for me to list 50 to 75 a day. So instead, I'm shopping smarter, I'm pickier, and I'm buying things that will profit me more so that I don't have to list as many.
Okay. Let's go to the Hustle Bee. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
So talk to us about what your goal is each week, and has it changed since you hit your magical 100K?
So right now, there's really no concrete goal after 100K besides increasing my ASP. Because my initial goal to 100K was sourcing $100 items that I could sell. I mean, items that will sell for $100. What happened is, I think we talked about this a while ago, that when you price something or when it's on the market, when you research it that day, it doesn't mean it's gonna be $100. So what happened was I was sourcing $100 items. It's only selling for 80 to 90. So there's like a 10 to 20% cutoff, plus the best offer stuff. So that was happening. So now I've switched it up to sourcing $150 items. So now when there's best offer or some things market changes and stuff like that, I'm moving back to 110, 120, even $100, right? If things get oversaturated and stuff like that. So that's what I've done. So currently, I have 1,250 listings right now, with a value of 130,000. So my next step really is to get to 150K with not having to add a lot more quantity, because I am packed in my apartment comfortably. I can still add more, but it will be just really tight. My wife just did a lot of rearrangement this week, so even here, like I have another stack here that's not supposed to be here. So it's just we just fit comfortably with this amount of quantity. But daily, really, my first goal was to hit 1,000 a day on gross sales, and hope I'm almost there. So I will increase it to $2,000 a day. So how that would look like would be adding 20 items a day.
See, this is awesome because for some people, the goal may be to maintain a specific lifestyle. So let's say Ken, how many shoes are you selling a week?
Right now, between 50 to 60.
Okay, so let's say you get to 70.
Right.
And then your goal, or let's just say 50. Now all your goal is just to replace those 50 with 50 more expensive items.
Correct.
And I really like this. We had Glenn, Hustler Hacks, and Hustlebee and I were talking about if we had like a premium store on wheels. Let's say, for example, we decided that we want to live together forever in a van, and we just needed to source 600 items, then we probably need $100 profit per item. But the three of us could probably find 600 to 1,000 $100 profit items if that's all we were doing and that was our space. If we had to fit it in the van, then we wouldn't have a lot of space, so we wouldn't be able to sell stuff. We would probably sell jewelry, or we would just make it work with the space that we have to make the lifestyle work, which I think is important because you can make more money with the same work each week.
Yes.
Which is hopefully what we're all doing.
So yeah, and then I actually considered the shipping part. You brought it up, right? If I wanted to make $3,000 a day, or if I have an ASP of 100, now I have to ship 30 items a day, right?
Right.
So that for me, that's kind of like a lot already. Then I have to consider, like, I drive a four-door sedan, so now that's gonna be more trips, me going back and forth from my apartment, hauling and stuff like that, because I can schedule a pickup. So what hacking it really is for me to do $3,000 a day. If I increase my ASP, that would still only look like 10 items, uh, of 10 shipped items per day. The 15, yeah, 10. If I increase, no, I'm sorry. It's if I have 150, 3,000 divided by 150. Yeah, that would be 20 items a day. So it's more manageable than 30.
Okay.
And then now I have figured out a way, like you said, you need to get better and your knowledge is gonna grow. Now I can get all the items in 3 to 4 days when I source.
Amazing. Sorry, I had to take my seatbelt off because someone was complaining that I was wearing my seatbelt while parked. So I took it off.
You're always safe.
I'm always safe. I know. I should be wearing a helmet also. So I just think it's really cool, guys, that you can set your goals based on profit. It can be based on productivity, depending on how. Last week we talked about how many hours a week we have for eBay, and this week we're just talking about how to set realistic goals for that time. Remember to include every single thing in your eBay time, whether it's sourcing, listing, packing, shipping. I have a sort of an unrealistic goal, but why not have it be of doing 100 listings a day, shipped and listed. I can't do it by myself, so I want one person photographing for me, one person drafting for me. All I'm doing is approving pricing and shopping. So my goal, because I like to find cool stuff, is I want to find 700 badass items in the world to put into my store each week, and then then I can have a maximum anchor store, and I just want that because I think that that's fun. A lot of people don't think that that's fun, but we have Mighty Mushroom. What's going on? Hopefully you can you unmute yourself? Are you good? You're mute. Let's see if we can unmute you. Wait. You
I
good?
think I can.
There you are.
What's up? So talk to us about what your goals are each week besides looking handsome.
Mostly looking handsome. I'm trying to edge myself up basically 10% per month, and as far as like actual listings go, the bucket is leaky. The bucket is too leaky for me right now. Fourth quarter is not a good time to like decide that you're going to grow your inventory. It's a great time to sell.
Absolutely. It's a tough time to grow too, because also not only you're just busy or selling.
Yeah, most of my time right now. So I don't know if you check out my Instagram and check out. I'm moving into a new office. I'm moving out of my basement into a physical space, which I'm hoping to share with another person in the industry. So,
Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm trying to document the whole thing, but I'm not that good at documenting. So,
I like that. So you're co-sharing a space with another reseller?
So I rented a 1,400 square foot retail facing. So it's approved retail space. So I'm moving my warehouse to a place that has retail access.
That's badass.
It's really peculiar. I'll take you on a tour of it if you'd like. I'm going there to show it to a prospective tenant in about an hour. But yeah, I'll show you the whole space setup. I think you'd find it. I think you'd find it really interesting.
1,400 square feet is 40 by. I have about that space, so I'd be curious how you utilize that, and I'd like to battle you to the death to see who uses it more efficiently.
Oh yeah, well I could show you how I have my rack set up here, and they're like I kind of like diddled with it for a while and found an efficient way to like move around, and that's the thing. Like I know that you have like I think I saw that you have like casters, right? Like shelves on casters.
Yep.
It just scares me. Like,
You mean like
You
it
would-
might fall on you?
no, it's I mean, you'll beat me. I can't compete with that.
You know, I kind of want to be Chris FBA and let people send their items to me, and I'll charge. This is what I want. I want people to send me their items over $100, and I'll charge you a flat $20.
Really?
So anybody that's out there, because I don't have a listing problem. I have zero.
Ooh, too expensive. Don't do it, guys. I'll do it for 10.
I know, right? So, because this is the thing. I want to do the real model where it's 60-40. We sell for $100, you get like 60-ish fees and whatever. I'll end up with like 20. I think that's how the real does it. So if anybody wants to send me their stuff and they have a listing problem, right here, I would love to take care of it for you. I don't have an issue listing it. I can do white background. I can list outside. I can have live models, whatever
You
you
keep
want.
60 or you keep 40?
I keep 40 and I pay the fees off of my end.
Whoa! So you're keeping
All right,
more like
I'm sending you all my stuff tomorrow.
Right. Because, okay, this is another thing I want to talk about. You get a pretty ridiculous discount if you ship with a commercial shipper like OSM. It's like $1 cheaper on every item, which adds up. On a 1 pound package, it's $3.60 instead of $4.30. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So if I can just get to the point where I'm shipping 200 packages a day, it'll be awesome. I want to do one of those time lapses, like watch me Amazon.
so. In order to do 200 items per day, what is your inventory number? What inventory do you have to maintain to get to that 200?
I think between 10 and 20,000 items.
That's a huge range. That's like 50% plus or minus.
And the reason is either it's going to be 20,000 cheaper items, but I honestly think $100 items sell faster. It just depends on the category. Like I wouldn't do scavenger lifestyle, like holy rare relics of the world. That stuff's going to take too long. But if it's like a common item that's over $100 all day, even high-end current clothing, I'm all about it. But if you want to go because I would need a cheaper space in the middle of the country where Hustlebee's at in Cincinnati. We have to build a reseller fam warehouse there so
Let's
people
do
can
one
just
in the
send their
middle.
stuff in. That's
Well,
right.
In like Kansas or like El Paso, where Glenn's at.
Right.
Kansas
somewhere
City.
out in the desert where the rent is cheap.
Yeah.
Exactly. Got to make it
Where all
super,
that-
super cheap.
FBA warehouses are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Nevada.
Also, guys, go ahead.
Oh, I'm saying the time to have some sort of collective that benefits from centralized inventory processing is greater than ever, especially with all this social media stuff that's going on. So
I know. And
mean,
imagine if all of us were just looking for the best stuff in the world instead of selling volume of junk, right?
Yeah.
That would be cool. Because we're all talented pickers, or you become a talented picker the more experience you have.
It was interesting how difficult it
mom.
was to shop when I started changing my model to going back to a higher ASP. And thankfully, Lexi was shopping with me the first sourcing trip I went on when I was like, no, I don't want any more $10 to $20 items. And I was picking stuff up left and right, like what used to be no brainers. And she was like slapping it out of my hand. She's like, put that down. That's trash. Like, you're right. Like this is it. I totally had to change my mind frame from what I was just going through the racks and picking up. I'm like, oh, that'll sell for $10. That'll sell for 15. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I'm not.
Just have to remove volume when you're picking those.
And I
up.
don't do the volume for that.
Yep.
Ken, exactly. That's the point. I don't have the volume. I don't do the volume to sustain that. So it took me a while, but I finally am shopping a lot smarter. Even if I do spend a little bit more, I probably have tripled my profit or whatever net value.
awesome. Oh, wait. Go ahead. Are you done?
I was just trying to think of the word.
So I am super excited to let you guys know. Well, first of all, if you guys are still in the chat, please hit the like button so other people can find this video. But the reseller fam is excited to announce that we will be giving away 1 ticket every single week until the event. So we're a little bit over halfway sold out now. It's going to sell out pretty quick, but we think by Black Friday, it's going to sell out. So we're going to hopefully get this event wrapped up so we can get everything planned, get it all set up. And the way the listing challenge works is it runs from Monday until this call on Sunday. We randomly select somebody who'll be getting a $350 ticket every single Sunday. We're going to give away one person on a random choice. So the way to enter is tomorrow, the Reseller fan will post, hey, post your listing challenge for the week. It's either going to be amount listed or profit listed or items listed. Now, if your goal is $1,000 profit and you literally list one item with $1,000 profit, you still qualify. You make up your own goals based on your situation. Post your active listings on Instagram, take a screenshot and tag us. And then on Sunday, we'll verify your store that you actually did it and you qualify to win a ticket. So I think that's pretty exciting. The whole purpose of the Reseller Fam is to help people make extra money. That's the whole purpose. This is not bullshit. This is not MLM. You don't have to scam anybody. You can literally just sell things to people for value, for more than you paid for it, and it will improve your life. So super excited about giving away a ticket every single week. If you guys really want to join tonight, think about your goals. So tomorrow you can post it in the group. Make it realistic and push yourself. I mean, I'm going to be disappointed if people put one listing for $10 profit. We may have to, if you end up winning, that's probably going to make us pretty sad. So put like an ambitious goal up there.
The point of it is to be a better seller, to scale your business, and to have goals that you can meet. You don't want to suck.
Exactly. And if you guys need some help, or go ahead.
I said speak for yourself. I was joking. Sorry.
Yeah, if you guys need some help, reach out to us so you can make more money so you can come. Like the whole purpose of it is to help you be abundant so you can go to events like this and meet other resellers. There's going to be 500 resellers there. It's going to be super fun. But again, we don't want you to like max out your credit cards and screw up your business by coming. We want you to be abundant so you can afford it. If you need specific help, you can follow someone like Ken and Ken and Glenn are running Out Hustle. You guys can follow their page on Instagram where they're coaching people to get there. I think most of the speakers have a coaching program to help you get there. You can reach out to me, email me at 10konthebay@gmail.com. I'll help you hustle the money to get to it. But I think it's really powerful. Also, the event is going to cost over $100 together. It will be literally the second largest reseller event for eBay, below eBay Open. So, I mean, hard to compete with the mothership. They've got more money than we do, but I think it'd be super, super, super cool to come.
But we have a lot of information.
A lot of information. Yep, it should be pretty cool. Very excited to meet people. Also, if you do want to stay with another person to reduce the cost, I recommend that. You know, like I think it'd be awesome. I mean, hope the Reseller fam, we might all stay in the same room all in one. Our internal joke is that we're all going to sleep on one twin bed.
Save money.
As long as I can be on the bottom. I just think is awesome. So if you guys want to network with people, it'll be the best part of your life. But anyway, it's all about your goals. So if you need help with your goals, also reach out to us. Let us know what kind of time you have, what kind of things you sell, and we all need to make a schedule and stick to it. Why don't we go back to Gwen? Gwen, can we talk about your schedule? Like, how do you do your week? When do you do the 50 items a day?
Okay, so usually I have my boyfriend shoot the 50 items and measure them in the morning. And I kind of take care of whatever I need to do, like cleaning items, cleaning shoes, kind of getting things ready. And then he gives them to me like mid-afternoon, and then I list straight through 50 items. But I use templates, so it's really fast. I used to do them like one by one and have to like start over every single listing. And then I was like, why am I doing this? And found out templates are so much easier. And now I can just like quickly copy and paste. And that's including 50 items cross-posted to Poshmark and Mercari. So I cross-posted to 3 platforms.
So how long does that take?
About 6-7 hours.
6-7 hours. Okay.
When you use templates, sorry.
What?
When you use templates, does that mean, do you still sell one like this?
No.
Or do you start from scratch?
I start from scratch. I don't know, that sell one like this, like unless you can find the exact same item, and I feel like I'm wasting time looking for the item if it's something that's not super like unique. You know, if it's just like a basic Free People top. Like if it's not like one of the really expensive ones like the thermals, that go for $60, $70. Why am I going to waste 20 minutes trying to find that top?
Yeah, I love to hear that because it is, proven right here by Gwen that you don't have to sell one like this to list an item and still get sales.
Yeah, I mean, when I do like, specific unique items, or if I'm doing like shoes, for example, like if I'm selling Nikes that are in the box or Vans that are in the box and I don't know anything about them, so I look them up under their style name or their number, then I will go to whatever the highest sold was and do sell one like this, because I feel like that's something that, I'm taking whatever they put out that it's sold. That's kind of helping me. And I mean, Ken, you can comment here because you're like the king of the shoes for that. But if I'm just selling like some Born boots that I found at the thrift store for $4, like I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to put in the style name and I'm going to put everything that I know about them. And I usually just Google the name and then kind of copy the description. But my descriptions are so basic because eBay Open told us like the less you have for the customer to read, the better, as long as you cover everything that you really need to say. So I literally just copy and paste my title in the description box, and then I copy and paste the condition in the description box, and then I have measurements and it's already in there, and it's just like, that's it. I don't put any other information.
That's really good to know because I think a lot of time is wasted on the research, especially if the item is going to sell for less than $50 or even 40. And it's also good to know that, items still sell even if you don't list it as sell one like this. And I think
I haven't noticed a difference with it. I mean, I have 830 listed right now, and most of them I just list on my own unless it's something, the Vans ones do get more watchers when I list them, sell one like this, because it's I'm taking exactly what they had, and usually they have like the style name in there and the number and everything's kind of already filled out for you. And they also add, like, some people that are really good at shoes add like more item specifics than I probably would think to add, because I'm just not, like, I know a lot of shoes, but the new shoes in box that aren't like girly shoes, like shoes that I'm familiar with, I'm just like, whatever, let me just get somebody else's listing. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't had a problem. I've been making consistently since I got back from vacation over 200 a day, listing like 20 items a day, and I just started 50 like 2 days ago.
I used to write books when Noelle used to laugh at me. She's like, will you stop that? It was, I mean, literally like this long, like books on my listings. And she's like, that's why it's taken you forever. But now I finally do the same thing, the copy and paste the title into the description, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, it's done.
Yeah, that's what we do as well. I just copy, like, because we do brand new, it's just copy the title to the description and kind of like just say something nice on the bottom, like, thank you for watching, blah blah blah. That's it. And I 100% agree with Gwen with certain shoes. Like, I haven't been really acclimated to Vans and Converse and Adidas. Actually, I hate Adidas, but I make money off of them. But there's certain shoes that, for example, Adidas releases something, and then you find the style code, right? And we usually go to the sold listing, sell one like this. And what I've noticed is there's just certain words that they use for a certain shoe. For example, Chinese New Year edition. I mean, you will never see that in the box. So Christmas edition. Some names. For example, with Jordans, I know that Space Jam, but on the box it's not written as Space Jam. It's just Jordan 11 Retros. So there are certain words that will actually match the like KD, like Kevin Durant. It's like Kevin Durant 9, and then there's Aunt Pearls. It's like the Breast Cancer Awareness Month edition, but it's not written. So it's really good to look up the sold listings, and 100% agree. Make sure you sort it from high to low, get that highest money. Because if it's sold within the last 90 days for X amount of money, there's a big possibility that you can sell it price high. And if it doesn't get any traction or anything like that, then you can start discounting, because that way, you can bring a lot more traffic with that certain item. So that's kind of like our listing process.
Yeah, and like for me, I have, these are Teva platforms. I know what these are. These are easy to look up. They have a SML number in them. I am familiar with them. I know how much they sell for. I don't need to find someone else's listing to list those. But I found these Nikes. I have no idea what these are. I know how to look them up, but I don't know keywords for them. And this would be something that I would want to look up and use the sell similar for, because this is something that I'm not as familiar with. So I think it really just depends on how familiar you are with what you're selling. Like I know I don't have to look up Ann Taylor and Loft because I worked for the company forever. So it's easy for me to list that stuff, and it's only going to net me like 15 to 20 bucks profit. So why am I going to waste hours trying to look it up? I mean, you're never going to find it anyways. They don't use individual names for that.
Very good point.
Sam in the house, why don't you talk to us a little bit about what your weekly goals are? You're in a unique situation because you're still in school. So how do you make realistic goals when you have so much going on?
So I was watching you guys on YouTube, so I just jumped in to say, like, to put on, like, from a student point of view. So when you're a student, you have really a small amount of time to, list, to source, and to do all that kind of stuff. So what I normally do is I try to source on Saturday and Sunday as much as I can. So during like Monday through Friday, I don't have to go sourcing, so I can just use the stuff that I source throughout the week and list them every day in a small amount. And I try to list them early in the morning before I go to school, and like during the middle of the day, and after, like, throughout the night. I try to stay up late, listing as much as I can, so I can, maximize the amount of listing that I have. And one thing that I learned is that when you try to list so many items in just one time, that kind of get in your way. So I try to, set different amount of, time, so I can list more, so I don't get tired of it. So by doing that, I was able to, list at least, 70 items a day. I could do that. And I was able to use a process where I don't have to put every description in. I try to use a similar listing. I try to do that kind of stuff. But throughout the week, what I try to do is list at least 70 items, or, I'm trying to get to 100. But what I've been doing is like 70 items, throughout the day. And sometimes I go, I do like 10. Different. It's like if I have homework, assignments, I might end up doing, 10 or 5, but I always try to maximize my listing. And one of the ways you guys can source, like, buy in bulk, so you don't have to worry about it. Pretty much, like, if I don't go without sourcing for 2 weeks, I have inventories that just sit in there, that I can just go through it because I buy in bulks. Yeah.
That's one big hack. People that have suppliers, you spend your time listing. If you're a treasure hunter, and you don't have a listing problem because you only find so few of items, then it's really just maximizing your sourcing time. And I would say, like, there's a gentleman that has people that go to garage sales for him. That's amazing to be able to sit at home and just FaceTime people who are out there shopping for you. That's pretty complicated, but that would be kind of a way to do both. Because ideally, when you buy bulk, there's some of the items are disposed. Some of the items are huge profit. Some of the items are medium. There's a lot of processing there, but it's definitely, you can't, like, it definitely saves you time if it all comes at one time, is my point.
Yeah, it's like one of the things that I do is, like, if I run into a deal, what I try to do is, and instead of just picking, one or two items, I'll try to get everything and lower the price down to, like, if they're trying to sell one item for $20 and the other items for like 10 each, what I will try to do is I'll try to, get that one item for like $10 and get the other ones for like $1. So I can just, and they'll do that because they don't want to, hold on to those items. They just want to get rid of it, right? So I'll try to get as much as I can, with the real low price, and hold on to that and list throughout the weeks. And like with me doing electronics, like now on, like, because of the process that I put in like last summer, I just go there like Saturdays. I go there, check on them, because I can, I have multiple accounts. So I just stay on there and just, monetize. Like if there's a question, I answer, because on their listing, pretty much they describe everything. And most of the time what we try to do is, since we're selling for parts or like for something, we try to tell them, like, if there's something wrong with it, or if we can just test the item, what we do is like this item, we just tested the power. Like we don't know anything wrong with it, so we just make sure when you buy this item, you know, with the, it's like you can't return this item because of the things that we have done. So it's like, we get negative feedback sometimes or refund, but we try to work with customers as well. But yeah.
Sam, how many people help you in your operation?
So I used to have 3 contractors last summer, but now I have one. He works in the morning and he goes to school in the afternoon. But I also have my partner, in the warehouse. That's what he does. He does recycling business. So pretty much he's there. I don't have to be there. He's like the head guy there. But yeah, right now I have one.
Do your goals change when you have time off of class?
Can you say that again?
Your goals change when you have time off of class.
Yes, pretty much. Like I said, like even when I list items, like I have my own setup at home, so I don't have to go anywhere. So like I have a, where I can, put an inventory. I have it's like a warehouse place. I don't know if you guys seen it, but so it's like my schedule. I try to work from home and not, drive back and forth so I can minimize my time. And like sometimes like when they cancel class, what I end up doing is try to list more from the stuff that I already have, or look for inventories, using OfferUp, Craigslist and stuff like that. Like every night before I go to sleep, when I'm out to just, get knocked out, what I try to do is go online, search for a listing that just listed, so I can just see like what the comps are, what they're trying to sell, and I'll try to give them, a low offer and see where we can meet up. And pretty much like if you guys realize, a lot of people on OfferUp, Craigslist, they list during nighttime, like for small items, phone and stuff like that, because during the day they're working, so they're they list to on their free time. So what I try to do is I try to get those deals, whenever I have free time. And yes, my time changes, when I don't have class.
Hashtag always stay single.
Do you think the best time to shop on Let Go and Craigslist is at night?
Yes, nighttime.
When do you think? So do you think that's also the best time to list?
It depends on your
Or
situation.
weekends?
It depends on your. Go ahead.
I can do it anytime. I've played with mornings, I've played with nighttime, I played with weekends, like Saturday mornings.
Okay, why you don't want to do it in the morning is because like the morning listings, they get bumped down because of the new listings that's being in. So what you want to do is like, if you want to be like in the middle of everything, you have to find like what time people look at, try to buy stuff. They're not going to buy it in the morning, right?
That's
because
true.
they might be at work. So what you want to do is like, what time do they leave work? So it's like, what time do they have free time? So I would say around Eastern time, or like 7, 8, 9, when they're just sitting down watching TV, around that time is the best time.
Okay.
And then try to work on their favor, like meeting time wise. Like I always try to say, what can you meet up? Like when can we meet up? And not like you have to meet at this time, because it might not work. So you always have to try to find a time on their favor, because
I'm pretty flexible with that because I'm usually around. But I was trying to figure out the best, because some things I list and they'll sell right away, and then some things will sit for days. And I'm like, crap, when did I list that? Because that was a good time.
I don't have any listing schedule. Everything goes up within 24 hours. No specific time at all.
Oh, I was talking about Let Go. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
And like one thing, like if you want to source from Let Go and stuff, try to find at least like a small, like 5 items that you want to sell every day. It's like your butter and your bread and butter. And what I always try to, I look for those. And what I wanted, go ahead. Somebody's talking, I think.
No, I think you're good.
All right. So it's like, try to find that item. And, I have filters. So like whenever something get listed, when I'm, if I'm in class, I'll get a notification from that. If I can get to it, I'll try to give them an offer before anyone gets there. We'll try to work a deal with them. I'm talking about high items. It's not cheap. You can buy just anywhere. Like I'm talking about cameras, laptops, and stuff like that. You could sell for a higher profit. So I have filters set up for that. And whenever someone posts that, I automatically get notification. I'll make an offer them, stuff like that too, kill time.
That's awesome. Thanks for the schooling.
No problem.
No, it's excited to hear the fire in your voice.
I know.
You just get it done. I see you in the group each week. If you have a specific number of listings you want to get done, you just stay up and get it done. So that's one way of getting smashing your goals. We have Chrissy and Saint Den in the chat, but there's no video. So if you guys want to hop in right now with audio, you can hop in and tell us your weekly goals if you are available.
Yo,
What's up?
I got bad internet over here. You see
No
me?
worries. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Shane,
Coach
how are you?
good. How are you?
Good. Do you want to talk to us about your weekly goals?
So mine vary a lot depending on cash flow because I have an employee. So if I'm broke, I'm thrifting. If I got extra cash in the bank, I'm trying to buy new stuff because I'm trying to focus on getting more profit or the profit per item, not necessarily, the I don't know what the heck you call it.
ASP.
Percentage. Yeah, no, the percentage from what I paid for it or whatever. I can't think of it.
Margin.
Boom. Yeah. So, yeah. So if I want 5,000 a week, either I gotta thrift a lot, or I can go to Nike outlet and spend a lot of money. So.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
That's one or the other. No, that's perfect. And I think that is a constraint that people need to understand is their capital restraint. Like I'm to the point now where I'm in the golden. I'm so blessed. I'm in the area where I make enough profit per day to cover the cost of goods for that day. So it's like a perpetual cycle at this point. And this is where you want to get to the point where you get enough profit coming in to pay for your staff, your employee. Shane has a really amazing girl that does amazing photographs, an amazing listing, and he's taking good care of her. And I also want to point out that he is learning painting with her to bond with her so that they can be close. That is really key because if you just have one person, you basically double up. Ken has an amazing wife. It helps so much having someone help you. It's like night and day, two people versus one person.
Yep, I planned it 5 years ago.
That's
So-
right.
Yeah.
Hey,
So, you know how special she is right now, or she went like hiking or whatever, and she brought some of my shoes to the mountain and like took like mountain view pictures.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Wow, that's just
So it's like, you're good to people, they'll be good to you.
and like I just want to put this out there. Like having a connection with your employees or with with the people you work with every day is really good thing because every year during the summer we go on a vacation to somewhere like with the people that work there. We always put in money together and go to like a place. Last year we went to Key West. I don't know if you guys remember. We went there for 4 days. We spent there. We enjoyed together. We talked about how we can build this business. How they can help us and how we can help them grow in whatever situation they're in, because most of the people who work with us, they are students, so they don't have to really worry about the jobs, trying to find a job. They can grow with us, being there, because and we're able to build a trust with them, so they don't go anywhere. Like now we're supposed to go on a date, like a dinner with them, but one of them were asleep, so we couldn't make it. But it's like try to have connection outside of work. Like try to build that relationship. We want them to be your best friend in a way, so you can have them, get things done the way you want it to. Because if you just being there like employer like Walmart, they're going to hate being there. They're going to put in less effort to do their job. So just try to build your relationship with them and create a bond. Yeah.
And you have to build that trust, because I'll drop $5,000 worth of inventory at her house to list it. So she could easily just lock her door next time I show up and keep it all.
That is huge. And also, if you ever want to take a vacation from eBay, you need someone to ship for you. So unless you want to turn your store on vacation mode, which hurts a lot of people, they need that income. So you really need to trust somebody. And it's also different if you're female versus male. Like for me, having somebody come over and take photographs is not as big a deal as a single mom or something. So it's different.
Or any kind of mom.
Or any kind of mom. All moms included. it can be more difficult to have a stranger come to your house and take photographs.
Kind of.
Okay, any of you guys sell on Amazon?
Yes.
Okay, what is your like? Do you have a set like a goal for a week? How many units you want to send in, or like how many shipments you want to make throughout the week?
I'm not hardcore Amazon.
Okay.
I send in what I have that's new with tags that's in the top 1% to 5% in that category. As long as I'm ungated in a lot of things, so I'm basically just keeping it alive because I don't want to lose my
true.
ungatedness. So as long as I sell enough to keep, pay for my fees and keep me ungated, I'm happy. Probably like 25 items a week is all I do.
Yeah. Like I'm still trying to get back to like my what I've been doing during the summer. Like we're shipping 600 units a week. Think about that. It's like we're
That's
doing
crazy.
good, but I went back to school. The people who used to, the tour contractor that used to work with us, they went back to school. So it's like now we're trying to actually find someone that can just work there, every day. So hopefully we can find someone. Yeah.
It's a good game. It's also a different mindset than eBay.
Totally, yeah. It's like you have to find actually, you can't just put everything on there. You have to think about how much, storage fees, how long you want it to sell, like because you're playing on their field, not yours. Like you don't have the inventory yourself. So,
And do you want to go deep or wide? And do you want to play the race to the bottom game or hold out at your price till everybody else sells out? Which also depends on how long it's going to be in there, because then long-term storage fees come into play.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, we're getting pretty late. Does anybody else have any specific tips on setting goals or things that you want to work on? Actually, let's do this. Let's talk about everyone share what your goal is this week. I'm going to put you guys on the spot. Sam, let's start with you. Do you have a specific goal for this next week that ends? We're going to go from Monday to Sunday. Are you going to participate in the listing challenge?
So what I've been we already have about 1,000 units of like toys stuff that came in. So we want to get out that to Amazon before Christmas, before the Black. I think it's in 10 days.
Right.
Next week. So it's like Cyber. We're trying to get things done before Thanksgiving, like Cyber Monday, so we can get that stuff in. So we have 3 people that's coming in. We're using the people working the recycling. We're trying to get them, to clean the stuff out so that we can just put a sticker on them, ship them out. So that's our goal. Like we're trying to focus as much as on Amazon at the same time, keep our eBay store moving. So
you didn't answer my question, bro. How many items do you want to get? Let's just talk about eBay.
Okay. Okay.
How many? No, I'm just saying Amazon's cool too, but how many items do you want to get on the eBay in 1 week? Do you think?
Okay, in 1 week, up to like 250. I think that's, next week I think I can do that. 250.
Okay, so tomorrow when we post the Reseller fam group, put your active in that post.
I can't share my store.
No, you don't have to share your store, but the number you have active, not your store.
Okay,
the number you have active, and then
Okay.
we'll do it next week. You have to share your store. Ken, what's your goal for the next week? You want to keep the same listings but increase your ASP?
Yeah, so I want to add 5,000 in value in my inventory. So I think I posted it last night already about my total value. So I'm gonna make a post again. That's after all my sales. So if I sell 50, I need to add. So if I sell 5,000 next week, I need to
add 10.
This 10,000. So
that's aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, I have to. Because here's the thing. What I found out that I'm just experiencing Q4 right now. So literally next year, I'll be more prepared that I could just really cruise along the rest of the year and just get ready, build up throughout the year for Q4.
Okay.
But yeah, 5,000.
That's aggressive. Noel, talk to us. What do you want to get done in the next 7 days until this meeting next week?
I'm just gonna stick with 30, I guess, a day. And I'm also gonna. Gwen blew my mind earlier and made me realize why I'm so slow listing. because I get obsessed with the research. So I'm going to simmer down on looking every single thing up like for too long. I don't know what my problem is, but I'm going to work on that too, getting faster so I can get back up to 50 a day.
Awesome. So what's your specific goal? Do you want to come up with it by tomorrow, or what do you think? Do you want to do 300 for the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, 300 for the week. Gwen, talk to us.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do 350. I've never done it before. Usually, like I said, I'm around 20 to 25, but I've been doing 50 the past few days, and I really need to get this stuff listed before Black Friday. And
You
I really
gotta get it listed. No Instagram.
I love shopping. So I want to go shopping, and I can't because I don't have any more place to put it right now. So.
So don't shop until shop when it's. I don't think you should not shop because it'll make you depressed. Just get your 50 listed before you shop.
Yeah, at least I'm gonna get this week done before I shop because I'm running out of space to put stuff in. So, but I'm gonna send my Amazon order out tomorrow, so I think that'll be good because it'll clear up 100 items that are just sitting around.
Excellent. Joel,
Sorry.
what's your goal for the week?
125 items.
125 items. Okay, so no one in the reseller fam is allowed to fail.
Oh,
So you
God.
guys have to do it. So tomorrow when we post it, it should be pretty
But I
aggressive.
can't win a ticket.
Yeah, you can't win it. You're not
We have
eligible to
to-
win a ticket either.
Okay, Matt just said he was going to help me. I'm saying
there we go.
Here at
Oh.
Land, so bam.
There
So
he is.
we're gonna
you
put that
now.
up.
He's got you now.
I'm
need
a
to
little
talk about it on
bit
live
worried now because I kind of want to post during the Eastern Standard Time between like I don't even know, but I think I'd like to get all my listings posted in that time. That scares me a little bit.
Why
So
Eastern?
Because
I
you get
post
you get a
Western.
newly listed bump for 24 hours, I believe. So don't you want that bump to be double up in the evening?
Yeah, but if I list something at 2 in the morning, it's still yesterday where you are.
I guess it doesn't really matter if we just get it onto the internet. It's more important. But
Get it listed.
just get it listed.
That's true. Get it done.
But see, if I list from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern time, then I've done listings on 2 days.
That's true. Okay, so I'm gonna go balls to the wall. I'm at 1490. I think I can get to 2200, including the stuff that sells.
So stay at 2200.
I'm on this call. I want to have 2200, which is netting 100 a day, which is insane. But I'm at 1490 now, so I did be 2200. I closed one of my other stores, so I should have more time. So super excited.
So be prepared to be ignored by Chris this week.
That's right. Damn, we have somebody joining right here at the 11th hour. Let's see here.
Chris, we need to have listing parties this week. You should
Okay.
definitely host another.
We're definitely hosting a lot of listing parties this week.
Yes,
I got so much done when you did that the other day.
Okay, we need to get the listing party set up this week. We'll go hardcore.
Hey, can there be kids in the background? That's why I didn't
Of course.
get on the last time.
Just duct tape their mouths.
Well, I do that
That's a
anyway.
parenting win.
Yeah.
Your kids are so entertaining, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord have mercy.
I love them.
They were
Yep.
very, yeah.
But so I guess that's 140K for me by the end of next
140K. I should be at, I think 75K. It's taking me a lot longer to get there, but it's all good. It'll happen. 15K in the chat. So yeah, if you guys are still in the chat, please put your goal there. Tomorrow, look for the Reseller fam post, and we will post it on there. Everyone, put your active.
I mostly want to be at 17,000.
17,000 listed.
Mm-hmm. It
Okay.
might not be 125, but that's my real goal.
Okay. So what time do you guys want to? What time do you want to have the contest officially start? It ends at this call. Should it just start from now? No, it should start Monday.
It should start Monday morning. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It goes Monday morning and it ends at 7 p.m. Sunday. or 6 p. whatever this call
6
starts.
6 p.m.,
It
9
ends.
p.m.
So the listings you do after this call are just in the void.
Yes.
They don't matter.
They make you look better when you start Monday morning.
Right. They make you look better when you start Monday morning. Cool. All right, guys. Well, why don't we tell people where they can find you on Instagram, and then we'll call it a night. We'll start with Hustlebee.
At the Hustlebee on Instagram.
Perfect. Joel?
Noelle and I both are together on at the Lister Sisters.
Gotcha. Sam?
Oh, it says Empire on Instagram and YouTube.
Cool. Gwen?
Sam loves Susie on Instagram.
Awesome. I'm 10K on the Bay on Instagram. Thanks, guys. See you guys next week.